I have on the line all the way from the Netherlands, George McCrae, the legend that is George McCrae. George, how are you today? You good?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. And yourself?
Very well, thank you, George. Now, you originated in Florida, and if I'm correct, the original band was the Jiving Jets. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my little high school group I used to sing with in high
Yeah.
school. You have to go back, way. I'm like 15, 14, 15, and 16 years old then.
Oh wow. It's and you did quite well with the band, but then you had to go and join the Navy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, after my graduation, my mother couldn't afford to send me to university, so I joined the U.S. Navy then. And I spent 4 years there, and that's where I developed my talent still, continue to sing while I was overseas in Japan and the Philippines, and Vietnam. And
Oh wow.
so, I continued on doing it.
Now,
And when I got in the Navy, I did the same thing.
when you came back, you were going to go to college for law at
Yeah.
one point.
Yes. Then when I got out of the Navy, we have what's called the GI Bill, for veterans.
Hmm.
And I was a veteran, and I qualified to. I go to any university I choose to go at the moment, and I went to university for 2 years, and in West
Oh
Palm Beach
wow.
Junior College, and I was studying law,
So
criminal justice.
we could have lost you to being a criminal justice person then.
Yeah, you could have, but I was singing at the time too, so I was just doing that. You're going to school, because I was getting paid also to go to school. So from being in the military, and so I took advantage of that, and I was studying. I was pretty good at it, and but I was still singing in nightclubs on the weekends.
Is this where you met Harry? I'm going to say the full name, Harry Wayne Casey, aka Casey and the Sunshine Band. Is that where you met him?
No, no, I met Casey a little longer than that. First, I was discovered by artist Betty Wright
Oh yeah.
and Betty Wright and her manager Willie Clark.
Hmm.
I was opening act for them in a club called the Ebony Club in Revere Beach at the time. And Willie Clark heard me sing, and he came in and said, "Hey, I think we got to just start a new production company, and I'd like to sign you, to come down to sign a contract for a recording." And at the time, he gave me his telephone number, and I took the number, and I called him a year after that.
So it was a really quick decision then.
Yeah, it was a real quick decision because I figured I wasn't ready yet to record, so something new to me. So after that, a year later, I got a job down closer to Fort Lauderdale because it was out of Miami.
Hmm.
So close to Fort Lauderdale, and that year later, I gave him a call, and a producer came from the same company, came to talk to me and heard me sing and say, "Come down and sign the contract tomorrow."
Wow,
Uh,
that's pretty
that's
good.
where I got my first job at TK Productions. It wasn't TK then; it was Austin Productions.
Right, and then it became TK Productions with the
It
Sound of
became
Miami.
TK Records after, yes, after Rocket Baby became no after actually Timmy Thomas. He was the first. It
Oh
became
right.
TK Records with Why Can't We Live Together,
Yeah.
and then a year later, um, Rocket Baby came about.
Now that is one of those tunes, Rocky Baby, where you can tell what that song is on the second note. Everybody who hears that song can hear it on the second note. You know that is Rocky Baby. That is just such a classic track.
That is, it's one of the it's unbelievable, and I was blessed to get it. And when the two young kids wrote the song, it was Heroin Casey and Rick Finch. And actually, Rick Finch and Heroin Casey are the two musicians who playing on the whole track. Actually,
Oh really?
yes.
Oh, amazing. Now,
So they became my producer of the song.
mhm.
And first, when they did the track out, they tried to sing. Casey tried to sing it, but it was too high for Casey to sing in his key range. But they felt the track was so wonderful, they didn't want to throw it away or nothing. So I had song on the song they did a year before called "The Queen of Clubs."
Oh, yeah? I know that.
Calling all the clubs across the nation.
Yeah.
Well, that's Betty Wright, Gwen McCrae, and George McCrae doing the background vocals
Oh,
on that
wow.
track, and that's me. Ah, that's me. That's all George McCrae.
Do you know that the couple of things that I didn't realize 11 million copies that song has sold, and that you were Grammy nominated in 1975 for that song.
Yes, I was. I'm very happy about that. I was beat out. Stevie Wonder beat me out though.
Damn. Who?
I, but I blame it on politics.
Yeah. No, you just did a little bit of singing for us there. And the one thing I've got to tell you is I saw you on Jules Holland
Oh, yeah, okay.
on New Year's Eve. And that voice of yours is as good as it ever was. We were, the friends I was with, we were just blown away. We just, my God, he can still do it. It's so sad sometimes when you see so many classic artists and they can't do it. But you've got it right on the money there.
Yeah, thank you very much. I guess I'm blessed and gifted with my voice. I still have it. I still hit those high notes. Exactly. I still sing in the same key of all my songs. There's no dropping a level or getting lower and lower.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It really is. I mean, whilst you were on TK, you also had hits in the UK with I Can't Leave You Alone, It's Been So Long.
Oh, many others, yes.
Yeah, they were brilliant tracks as well. I mean, I was a DJ at the time and I can remember playing those and just thinking, oh, yeah, I got a full dance floor here. Can't go wrong with George McCrae.
I get lifted. Yeah. Yes.
That is just amazing. But also in '84, you moved to Holland and came out with One Step Closer, which was also, it got into the charts, but it wasn't the huge hit it should have been. How did you feel about that? Because you'd been on a sort of semi-retirement thing before that.
Yes. Well, One Step Closer was an album I recorded I lived in Canada. It produced in Canada.
Okay.
I lived there for 10 years. After TK folded, then I moved to Canada, so I was for 10 years. So I said, well, I'm going to have to go try something here in Canada, too. Have some beautiful studios there. So I recorded the album One Step Closer, and it did pretty well.
Yeah.
But at the moment, too, it happened at a time when music had transcended, crossed over, and then it released the same time Michael Jackson was released.
Mm.
And when Michael came on the scene with his Billie Jean, and he did his dance, he just blew everybody away.
Yeah. You worked with Michael, didn't you, for a while?
Yes, I did. I sure did. I was the opening act in 1974, 75 in the States.
Wow.
My second tour in the States. My first tour was with James Brown.
Oh, now that must have been something else to work with the Godfather. Was he really
Yes, it was.
Was he really as hard a slave driver as everybody says?
No, not with me.
Respect. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. No, but he wasn't like to me. No, I was calling him. Everybody was calling him Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
So I just say, "How you doing, James?" I just call him James.
Oh, awesome. And now we've sort of come almost full circle to this new album, Love. Wow, how long is it? It must be over 40 years since you first started recording.
No, I have some other songs too. I recorded in Germany and also in the Netherlands.
Oh, right.
And I have some songs in Germany in the charts, top 10.
Mm-hmm.
dance charts, also either listed charts in Germany, and so I've been around for different countries though, and so but a lot of people don't know this about me.
No, no, I
But
didn't.
yeah, I was fortunate enough to be blessed with with a song that made my name a household world around the world, also in Japan. So that's how the music business is. You can have a number one song in Switzerland, in Sweden, you know, and no one know about it in England or know about it in Canada or the United States.
That's very true and very sad because, yes, it's as difficult to get a hit in any country as it is in the States or the UK. So,
Yeah,
yeah, respect for that. But just talking about the new album, I mean, we've been playing the single, well, the track, which is the lead track, which is Love. And
no,
that's just another classic track. It's a beautiful track, isn't it?
it is wonderful. I enjoy singing those tracks. And I think it came out the right time because I think it's what we all need today, and where the world is going today is unbelievable.
Mm.
It's we got to bring back the love.
And how? Yes,
We
definitely.
got to bring back the love. That's the only way we're going to survive. Got to start loving each other. Again, respecting each other. So
It's good to know that George McCrae hasn't, just sort of faded. You've been working so much, so hard. And when you, excuse me, when you hear the new album, the production on it and the quality of the album itself is just brilliant. You've obviously embraced new technology. Are you happy with that, or have you gone back to the old style of recording?
no, 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 no. New technology only enhances music, not going back. It's like going back to the past. It's been done. The past been done, and you have a new generation. They want to have their own style, their own feeling, their own creation. And to become a part of the evolution of the music. So it's like we call like classical music. We say, oh, Beethoven, Chopin, and all this classical music.
Hmm.
But actually, back in those days, they was rock and roll people. What they had to work with, they had to write it down by head because they had technology. They didn't have electricity and guitars and all this. What come new equipment to work with.
Yeah.
So they all had strings and wind instruments and percussion instruments. So they worked what they had, and it's absolutely what man can do with music. And then we came along, came along with electric guitar. That just added something totally different. And that's how rock and roll was born. And then from that, before that electric guitar, you had the bebop, swing. Before that, you had the blues.
Yeah.
So the whole blues was born. The whole thing was born out of the blues. So that's the magic of music.
Yeah.
And we would have never, and all of this we would never had the Bee Gees or Elton John, the Rolling Stones or the Beatles, Elvis Presley, and James Brown. All of them. It all come from jazz. Count Basie, Duke Ellington. You know, all of the greats.
All that classic
They
stuff.
would make all that classic stuff. Yes.
I must admit, when I listen to sort of soul music, the one thing I always think of is that you can hear the big band swing in there. You can hear, the those kind of arrangements, and yeah, that carries on right the way through the sort of soul music. And it's so great when we hear something like you have just produced, because you can hear the elements of that in your music too.
Yes. That's what make music so. Yes. It's all love and romance.
Yes. Do you have a track on there which is a really, really personal favorite? One which you think, oh, I really love that track.
Yeah. My favorite track on the whole album is "Living Out a Dream."
Living out a dream. Is that because that's the way you feel?
That's the way I feel. Because That's what I've been doing, living out my dream. Being an artist and singing and performing and spreading love, and live out your dream. That's what I'm trying. That's the meaning of it. And when you're together with someone and you fall in love and you make things happen
Hmm.
for good or bad, but you're still living out your dream.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more question. If I hope you don't mind. If you could give one piece of advice to somebody who is starting out in music now, what would it be?
Don't give up. Follow your heart and follow your dream. If someone gave you something negative, take that negative and turn it to a positive. If someone tell you, "Oh, it would never happen. You would never be this. You never." No, if you listen to that, you will never be. And the only way you become what you are if you don't give up and believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you make other people believe in you too.
That's brilliant. Brilliant advice, sir. Thank you so much, George McCrae. I wish you all the best with the album Love. We will continue playing tracks from it because it is such a brilliant album. And
Yeah, it is.
hopefully we'll look forward to one day seeing you live.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you will.
Thank you so much, George. Take care now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.